December 22, 2025. A Russian drone captured the moment a Ukrainian soldier fell from the back of a pickup truck, narrowly escaping harm. However, those remaining inside the vehicle were less fortunate, and the truck was subsequently destroyed. Why are these soldiers exposed in the open, standing in an area without cover or protection? The drone operator made a decisive move, and the engagement occurred. Shortly after, a second FPV drone arrived and located the same group of soldiers once again. Russian POV. A fiber-optic FPV drone lying in ambush targeted a Ukrainian serviceman walking along a road in the Kupiansk direction. December 20th, 2025. A Russian fiber-optic drone detected a Ukrainian infantryman walking along the road while operating in free mode, initiating a pursuit. The FPV drone quickly closed the distance on the soldier. Viewers are encouraged to share their thoughts in the comments and subscribe to the channel for updates. A fiber-optic drone, positioned on the road, activated immediately upon detecting a Ukrainian soldier, initiating a rapid strike. Russian forces subsequently engaged and neutralized the targeted personnel, demonstrating the effectiveness of integrated drone operations in frontline combat. As it navigated between buildings, the drone spotted two soldiers attempting to conceal themselves in a corner. The drone operator and the soldier came into direct view of one another. What followed was a rapid and decisive engagement. In the Sumy direction, within a forested area near the settlement of Ivolshanskoye, an FPV drone crew Nyaz Vandal Novgorodsky from the Center for Advanced Unmanned Technologies, Rubicon, struck two Ukrainian armed forces vehicles, including a military HMMWV along with its driver. Russian fiber-optic FPV drone engaged a Ukrainian soldier walking along the roadside. Despite the soldier's attempt to fire at the approaching UAV, the drone successfully struck the target, demonstrating the precision and effectiveness of FPV operations in monitoring and neutralizing exposed personnel along frontline routes. December 22, 2025. A fiber-optic drone, positioned on the road, activated immediately upon detecting a Ukrainian soldier. In the triangle formed by Krasnoarmysk, Dmitrov, and Rodinsko, a veritable graveyard of Ukrainian military equipment has emerged. Black Small Square, one notable episode alone shows destroyed Max Pro vehicles, various Senator armored units, and Cossack vehicles in the area near the overpass north of Krasnoarmysk. The footage illustrates the scale of the losses suffered by Ukrainian forces in this sector, highlighting both the effectiveness of targeted strikes and the concentration of destroyed hardware. These incidents demonstrate how coordinated operations and precision engagements can rapidly degrade enemy mobility, disrupt supply lines, and create zones where advancing forces are forced to navigate around heavily damaged or destroyed equipment. The visual evidence underscores the challenges faced by opposing units attempting to operate in heavily contested areas, and the tactical advantage gained by forces maintaining persistent surveillance and strike capabilities. December 18, 2025. Russian fiber-optic FPV drone operators from the Vostok Group of the 38th Guards Motor Rifle Brigade struck enemy infantry near Zelensko, disrupting positions and movement with precision tactical effect. December 19, 2025. A Russian fiber-optics FPV drone operator from the OWL Battalion of the Ural Brigade struck an enemy pickup truck carrying infantry, demonstrating precision targeting of mobile enemy units. Don't forget to share your thoughts about the video in the comments. Subscribe and leave a like. A detailed collection of images captures the destruction of Ukrainian armed forces vehicles in the Kupiansk direction. Each frame illustrates the impact of coordinated strikes on enemy logistics and mobility, highlighting the effectiveness of reconnaissance and precision targeting. The visuals document the aftermath of engagements that have disrupted the movement of opposing forces, showcasing both the vulnerability of exposed equipment and the strategic advantage gained through sustained operational pressure in the region. Several vehicles carrying Ukrainian servicemen attempted to advance toward Kupiansk, likely to reinforce positions or disrupt operations. However, early detection by surveillance assets allowed for a timely response, and the vehicles were destroyed along with their occupants. This incident highlights the importance of continuous monitoring, rapid response, and precision engagement in modern combat, demonstrating how effective surveillance can limit enemy mobility and maintain control over key areas. A Ukrainian forces vehicle was targeted and destroyed while parked. The incident highlights the ongoing effectiveness of surveillance and precision strikes in disrupting enemy mobility, even when units attempt to remain stationary. Such actions reinforce control over key areas and limit the ability of opposing forces to regroup or reposition equipment in the sector. December 19, 2025, a Russian fiber optics FPV drone operator from the OWL battalion of the Ural Brigade struck an enemy pickup truck carrying infantry, demonstrating precision targeting of mobile enemy units. Repeated Ukrainian counterattacks aimed at relieving the encircled grouping in Kupiansk continue to follow a familiar pattern. As shown in the footage, these attempts are met with decisive strikes and end without achieving their objective, underscoring the high cost and limited effectiveness of such operations under current battlefield conditions. December 21, 2025. Northern paratroopers disabled a truck transporting Ukrainian armed forces personnel near Nikolaevka. Reconnaissance units from the 51st Regiment observed and assessed the reaction of a Ukrainian soldier positioned in the rear of the vehicle. Don't forget to share your thoughts about the video in the comments. Subscribe and leave a like. December 21, 2025. UAV operators of the 14th Guard Spetsnaz Brigade ambushed a Ukrainian pickup near Perluki, destroying the vehicle and neutralizing its personnel. Krasnopol delivers a precise strike, leaving the enemy BMP reduced to a heap of scorched metal. Black Small Square, the 27th Guards Artillery Regiment of the Russian Armed Forces carried out the operation using a high-precision artillery round, as reported by war correspondent Kotz. Russian fiber-optic drones successfully targeted and destroyed a Ukrainian self-propelled gun in the Kupiansk direction. The operation involved precise strikes, resulting in multiple explosions and significant damage to the enemy artillery system, demonstrating the effectiveness of unmanned aerial reconnaissance and engagement in disrupting frontline firepower. A Russian fiber-optic drone successfully destroyed a Ukrainian BMP equipped with a BM-7 sail in the Pokrovsk direction. The strike highlights the precision and effectiveness of drone operations in neutralizing armored vehicles and reducing enemy combat capabilities on the frontline. December 20, 2025. Zaporizhia region, Primorsky settlement. Ukrainian armed forces have been operating in civilian clothing in attempts to approach Russian positions. This tactic appears to be largely ineffective. Russian POV footage documents coordinated combat operations carried out by UAV units and special forces of the 2nd Guards Army to repel an enemy incursion into the industrial zone north of Krasnoarmysk. The operation showcases the integration of unmanned aerial reconnaissance with elite ground units, emphasizing both situational awareness and rapid response capabilities in a contested urban environment. Throughout the engagement, UAVs provided real-time surveillance, identifying enemy movements and positions while guiding special forces to vulnerable points. This allowed for precise, coordinated strikes against intruding units, minimizing exposure to risks and enhancing the efficiency of countermeasures. The footage illustrates how drones extend the operational reach of ground forces, enabling them to detect, track, and engage adversaries even in complex industrial terrain. The operation highlights several tactical considerations: controlling access to key infrastructure, maintaining clear lines of sight for UAV operations, and deploying small, highly trained teams to respond to localized threats. By combining unmanned systems with special forces, Russian units were able to maintain operational momentum, secure the industrial zone, and prevent further enemy advancement, underscoring the growing importance of integrated technology in modern urban combat. Russian drone unit crews operate continuously, maintaining round-the-clock surveillance and engagement without breaks. This persistent activity ensures constant monitoring of enemy movements and rapid response to emerging threats, highlighting the operational intensity and endurance of unmanned system teams in modern combat. A Russian FPV drone crew successfully struck a Ukrainian transport vehicle in the vicinity of the settlement of Tamarganovka, demonstrating the continued use of precision drone operations to disrupt enemy movements. Soldiers of the 244th Brigade in the Kharkiv region used fiber-optic FPV drones to carry out an ambush against enemy infantry, demonstrating precise control and effective drone-based engagement. November 23, 2025. Sumy direction. The enemy position was quickly neutralized after personnel abandoned their equipment. Kharkiv region. During daily operations, Russian drone operators carried out multiple precision engagements, disabling several Ukrainian ATVs, pickup trucks, tanks, armored vehicles, and self-propelled howitzers. The Russian Air Force targeted and destroyed a temporary Ukrainian staging area in Dmitro using FAB bombs. A Russian FPV drone destroyed a Ukrainian robotic platform. What do you think was inside the platform? Share your guesses in the comments below. Near Pokrovsk, a Swedish-made PBV-302 armored personnel carrier was completely destroyed by a precision strike from Russian drone operators. The strike disabled the vehicle's engine and burned its interior. In the same sector, a YPR-765 armored personnel carrier was also destroyed. A group of Ukrainian infantry was spotted in the village of Pleshchevka moving toward the PVD. The Rubicon Combat Group engaged the PVD using a KVN fiber-optic drone, with target control provided by pilots from the 346th Special Forces Regiment. The enemy employed the tactic of establishing forest blockades in the Vostok offensive zone. To create this barrier, Ukrainian armed forces cleared more than 40 hectares of forest at the confluence of the Kamina and Volsha rivers in the Dnipropetrovsk region. Satellite imagery indicates that the barricade was set up during the summer of 2025 as the Vostok group advanced. An unusual perspective on the objective monitoring of FAB bombs targeting UMPK glide kits in the village of Andrika, Sumy region. This is the first time such footage has been captured. A 2S-1 Gvozdika self-propelled gun was destroyed within the city limits of Konstantin, Detsk. This high-value artillery system was eliminated following a series of Russian FPV drone attacks. Despite Ukrainian efforts to camouflage the weapon, Russian drones detected and neutralized it with precision. Russian POV footage documents the operation of the Courier NRTK ground robotic system as it assembles crossings over minor water obstacles. The system, designed for autonomous engineering tasks, demonstrates the ability to deploy bridging equipment without direct human involvement, reducing risk to personnel while maintaining operational momentum in difficult terrain. The footage highlights several aspects of the system's functionality. Robotic units maneuver into position, deploy structural components, and secure crossings to enable the passage of troops and vehicles. This capability is particularly valuable in contested areas or regions where traditional engineering operations would expose personnel to enemy fire or hazardous conditions. By automating key engineering tasks, The courier system enhances the flexibility and responsiveness of Russian forces, allowing them to maintain mobility and logistical support across rivers, streams, and other minor water obstacles. The operation underscores the growing role of robotic systems in modern warfare, where automation and remote operation provide both tactical and strategic advantages while minimizing human risk.